if you like to know, being on YouTube is really, really good. And, that because I like to be on YouTube. Also, I know about the God is going to pray for us. And we talked about the Bible and always being a pray of the Jesus says it's time to be with our family at Christmas. And whenever you see me, I was doing this coloring, and you know, so this is what I usually do. And we color. This is how we do when we color, and this is called the Madagascar one. If we ever, okay, I was, finished the Gloria, and because we could finish Gloria and put Quasi, and I love to be having our Bible to pray with our family. When anything happened with our grandma, she will miss us when she's in heaven, And she would talk about the Bible, who loved her. She's going to say about whoever loved her the rest of her life. And she's going to talk about what she did to her life. She would have talked about what she was doing, and she's going to talk about marriage. you know, Someday she would talk about her own life. But, because someday we're going to talk about when we get married, we'll be crazy. If you ever had friends who loved you, or your boyfriend, or anybody, that's how Bible says about God's going to pray about our Christmas Eve. Like my grandma Parker had a wonderful life. And, someday we would have talked about relationships. It's called being man and women. Who is the marriage? It's a man and women's lives. But when we could talk about being together. It's also talking about being Jesus Christ. Also, when we talked about our family who love us being together, it's called being man who is being together with our family. Like, we could talk about that, and like we know, well, when God says is that we're gonna be together, who is in love, or stuff like that. And because if Grandma would know she was here, she would know about in Christmas. She would talk about the Bible and Christmas tree, because you could see our Christmas tree. Like I was showing you about our lives. We also know it's about time for us to be a Rebo. Um, you know, and we also know it's about time for us to talk about each other. What did? Damn, you're crazy.
You have too much stuff. Too much stuff.
You think I'm crazy?
Well, I know you're crazy. I don't think.
That's what I do when I'm being a Rebo. Even I am being a Rebo. You ever watch me on YouTube thinking I'm crazy, and that's how we talked about being together, and that's how we do. We also know it's going to be time to be a repo in my room. You know, it could be, right? So, like I would know it's about time to be a repo. That's what I would do. You know. Because, Grandma would have talked about her own life. Even when Grandma dies, she's going to talk about Bibles. And, what we also can do, we could talk about our own relationships with our family. Because we talked about being responsible adult who could be a great boyfriend and a great girlfriend forever, like AJ. AJ is my craziest boyfriend. If he sees me on YouTube, he's gonna go, "Oh my God, young lady. Oh my God, old lady, you're just driving us crazy being on YouTube. Want to be a monkey?" And he's gonna call me old lady because if he ever see me, he said, "Hey, you chicken. Hey, honey, if I were you see me on YouTube, I'm just hanging out in my room at night." And I know it's going to be about time to go to bed. If you know, I have no work tomorrow if you see me, whenever you watch me on YouTube, because I have no work. You got to remember, I will call you and I will tell you that if you ever see me on YouTube on your tablet or something or stuff like that, I'm right here because I'm talking to you being like a monkey chicken. This is what exactly I always do in my room, hang out, and, you see you right here? That's you. You're a chicken. That's what I'm talking to you about, being a repo. And, because when I was talking to you on YouTube, you're like, "Honey, you're gonna drive me crazy." And, I was gonna tell you I was upset, I was crying because I want to go to your party, and, how about it's okay if I go next year? If you'll see when you can ask Tara. You can do that if you want to. You can also ask Tara or Jenny or anybody in the world who goes with you on Friday or Wednesdays or Tuesdays. You gotta remember you can call me. You can have them say hi to me on YouTube. And if they ever see me, I'm in my room, always hanging out in here. And what I do, I'm always in my room going like this. You. And you'll be like, "What? You're gonna drive me crazy." That's you, because you always on YouTube talking about life and talk about adults. If I were you, you're gonna be like, "Misty Parker, you're a chicken." I was in here just hanging out because when I did you left, I was okay in my room before you left. I want you to call me because I wanted you to call me. If you see me, I said that to you on YouTube. You will heard me say that. I want you to watch me because tonight I'm gonna have you to watch me going, "What are you doing in your room, old woman?" I will just let you turn your YouTube on. I want you to just turn it on, AJ, because if you I could have said it to you if you were with your group on Friday. You could have just showed them what I was barely doing in my room. You're going to be like, "What are you doing in there?" What I'm doing here is just probably going to sit here. It's probably going to talk to you, calling me a repo and calling me a chicken. And, I'm always in my room, always hanging out when you're in bed, because you know why? Because when you're in bed, you watch me. You're going to be telling me I'm crazy in my room. You're going to be talking to me in my room. You're going to be like, "What? You're crazy in your room." You're going to be like, "Yeah. You know what am I?" You'll think I'm a psycho. I always write notes about you. You want to see? This is what I actually did about that. If you ever see me on YouTube doing that. Because, there's a long time that I always write notes about you a lot when you went, and you know, you would have watched me what I was doing, and you know, also I like to lay on my bed if you ever watch me because I'm always being a rebo in my room. You want to see this, do you? You know, you know, you want to know that I was doing in my room. Watch this. You would have watched me, and then I'm sitting here. It's good to talk to you, and you know, you would have heard me. I'm talking about you, but you would have heard me said that about you in my room, and you know, when you're gonna sit here and talk to me about your relationship. You know what, honey? If I were you in YouTube, you would call me old woman. If you ever call me that, on YouTube, I'm gonna call you a chicken. And I'm okay because I'm okay in my room now. I was just being chicken in my room. If you ever watch me on YouTube, you were funny on YouTube last week, and this weekend, you know, like last weekend, you know, you're being funny because if you ever want to watch it again, you could go to my name says Misty Parker. You know, you have to go to my first name and my middle name and my last name. You know, AJ, you have to type it says Misty Elizabeth Parker. Also, you have to just do that, AJ, because that's how to type it on YouTube. If you ever want to watch me, AJ, I just want to tell you that I wish I could come to the party because I never had any. I was probably in here doing nothing or being bored and doing nothing because I'm sitting here probably being bored and doing nothing and being a rabo. That's what I exactly do every single day I'm in my room. Also, what I like to do being in my room is being a rebo. When you can watch me in my room is talking to you, because what I like to do is just talk to you, call me old lady. And you know what? If I were you, you would have said, Misty, you're gonna drive me crazy. Also, you're gonna say that to me. You're gonna say to me, I'm crazy woman who has been coloring every single day. What I also should do is I'm always going to love you because I know what God's going to say to you, AJ, because if you heard me I say something in the Bible on YouTube, you would have heard me call me old lady. You know what? You could see a picture right there. Well, I was talking the phone with you right there because I was like telling you about your crazy. Look, you want to see? I was talking to you because that's you right there, right here. That you. And that's what I was doing right there with you. And I was talking to you, telling you are a rebo, and if you see it in my room, you would have said, what are you doing in there? Just talking to me. And that's probably what you think that I was talking to you because you're a chicken. That's who you are. You're the chicken when you see me on YouTube, and you could just tell me I'm crazy Roman because you are the butt. That's what I'm telling you on YouTube because, you know, you could say, hey, Misty, hi. You know, if I were you, calling me all waiting, and you know, you would have told me I'm crazy in my room because you were also said you're crazy in your room. Why? You're gonna call me a woman? If I call you a man, I'm gonna call you a buffard and call you a chicken, call you an Annie, and call me an Annie Weebo. If you ever heard me on YouTube say that, I will get your butt and call me that if you watch me on YouTube on your tablet. But you also could do, it's, you know, what I want you to do is just talk to me on YouTube. But if you did not have one, I would have made you one for your tablet. I would have made you one, and I will show you how to do that. And AJ, I will show you how to use YouTube, and you know how to use YouTube, like how to, know how to decorate it because I'm gonna show you how to how to put your name on it and decorate you in. Also, I wanted to show you that. And if you see me, I'm probably going to drive you crazy because I'm also the only one who's the love of your life. But you also got to remember to call me and text me every single time. Because I want you to do that when I was saying if you see me on YouTube. That's what I want you to do. Okay, I love you, honey. But I'll see you when you come over. Remember to call me.